In addition, a lot of you have been hearing the affiliates complaining about a lack of diversity on the news team.
What in the hell's diversity?
What do we as human beings do when we encounter new things? How do we respond? How do we react cognitively, emotionally when we engage new and novel things?
Simon Green had the perfect life.
I'm so excited!
A man is never excited about meeting his future father-in-law.
Did you tell them?
Tell them what?
That I'm white.
You're white? Stop the car! It was a joke. I was kidding.
Until he faced the ultimate challenge.
Hey, my man. Percy Jones. Oh, pleased to meet you. Man, I like that solid grip.
Oh, no, Dad. You see.
Hey, my man. Take to the front door for me.
Yes, sir.
Dad, this is Simon.
That's a boyfriend name, isn't it?
Yeah.
This spring,
Percy, I need you to be nice.
Always nice. You didn't tell me he was white.
What, there are no available young black men in New York anymore?
it's about first impressions.
Where is he? Oh my God, are we being audited? Keisha, no, Keisha, no.
It's about being yourself.
Is it yours or mine?
Simon.
It fits so perfect, baby. Look at
Take it off.
Take it off.
Right now.
Something about the boy just ain't right.
It's about just getting along.
How long have you two been together?
See, Teresa counts from the first day that we met, and I count from the first...
Wow. Ashton Kutcher, Bernie Mac.
What are you doing? By me sleeping here, Teresa get a good night's sleep all alone.
If they don't kill each other,
That's what I'm talking about. You want to force me to use the muscle?
they may just call each other family.
See, we can build mental models and brand burgers, cars, unions. We can brand those things, right? And if we can brand those things, can we also brand people in people's heads? Actually, we can do it pretty easily. And we can brand people in people's heads without them knowing. Whether we like it or not, whether we believe it or not, the truth of the matter is this. We have many brands in our heads about people. About gay people, about poor people. We have brands in our heads about nurses and doctors, don't we? We have brands in our heads about engineers. We have brands in our heads about what socialism is. The brand in the United States is probably different than the brand here. Okay? Based on your experiences, we have lots of brands in our heads, and we didn't have to work to get them. They just build up in us, in a society that gives us multiple redundant messages.
What's your flavor? Tell me what's your flavor?
Can we finally start to laugh at our ethnic differences?
You know, anything different, that's what they're going to talk about. Race, religion, ethnic and national background, jobs, income, education, social status, sexuality.
One of my favorite scenes in a movie comes out of the movie Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back. How many of you have seen this? This is the one where young Luke Skywalker is being trained as a Jedi Knight by Yoda, right? In this particular scene, Yoda has Luke trying to levitate his X-Wing fighter out of the swamp, trying to use the Force to lift out of the swamp. And so Luke tries. He concentrates and he gets his X-Wing fighter out of the swamp just a little bit, then it drops back down. He concentrates a little bit harder and he gets the X-Wing fighter completely out of the swamp and he's starting to move it over to dry land. But before it gets there, a noise distracts him and the X-Wing fighter falls back into the swamp. Luke looks over at Yoda and Yoda shakes his head. And Luke says, "I'm trying." And Yoda lifts his head and he says, "No, there is no try. There is do or do not. There is no try, there is do or do not. And we can only achieve that place that you imagined if we walk together as tall trees, if we talk with one voice, voices in union."
Take a lesson from the dead. If we don't come together right now on this hollow ground, we too will be destroyed.
just like they were. I don't care if you like each other or not, but you will respect each other. And maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll learn to play this game like men.
Well, tell you what. Now, to balance the scale, I'd like to talk about some things that bring us together. That I can come back to these little things we have in common. Little universal moments that we share separately. The things that make us the same. They're so small we hardly ever talk about them. Do you ever look at your watch and then you don't know what time it is? And you have to look again. And you still don't know the time. So you look a third time and somebody says, "What time is it?" You say, "I don't know." Do you ever notice how sometimes all day Wednesday, you keep thinking it's Thursday? And it happens over and over all day long. And then the next day, you're all right again. Do you ever find yourself standing in one of the rooms in your house and you can't remember why you went in there? And two words float across your mind: Alzheimer's disease. You ever been talking to yourself and somebody comes in the room and you have to make believe you were singing? And you hope to God the other person really believes there's a song called "What Does She Think I Am? Some Kind of Putz?" Little experiences we've all had. You ever been sitting in a railroad train in a station and there's another train sitting right next to you and one of them starts to move and you can't tell which one it is? How about when you're out on a small boat on a windy day? You ever been out rocking back and forth for 3 or 4 hours trying to keep your balance? Rough seas, little boat. Then you get back into the shore and you're standing on the dock and you could swear there was something inside of you that was still out there rocking. Did you ever try to pick up a suitcase you thought was full, but it wasn't? And you go, "Doo?" And for just a split second, you feel really strong. How about when you're looking through a chain link fence? Do you ever notice if you're just the right distance from a chain link fence, sometimes it seems to go, "Doo?" What is that? How do they do that? Do you ever try to tell somebody they have a little bit of dirt on their face? You can never get them to rub the right spot, can you? Say, "You got a little bit of dirt right here." They always go, "Where? Here?" And you just want to slap the bastard.